You call that dedication? Look at your life. Really look. Same lazy excuses. Same comfort routines. Same dreams rotting while you scroll, snack, and lie to yourself. I'll start tomorrow. That's not dedication. That's delusion. Everybody wants the spotlight, but no one wants the grind in the dark. That's where killers are built. Dedication isn't a mood swing. It's not about being hyped for a weekend. It's about showing up when it's boring, when it's lonely, when no one gives a damn. Champions aren't born. They're built. In the cold, in the shadows, in the grind that would break quitters in hours. You don't become great by saying you will. You become great by doing. When you're tired, when you're broke, when you're invisible, when you're bleeding. Dedication is suffering, on purpose. It's showing up when you hate it. It's finishing what you started, even if it takes years, even if you fail 100 times, even if the world laughs and moves on. Because true dedication isn't for applause. It's for the person staring back at you in the mirror. That's a promise you don't break. You want results? Then stop faking it. Stop trying. Stop treating your goals like some weekend hobby. If you're not all in, you're already out. Dedication doesn't need motivation. It builds momentum. It doesn't beg for comfort. It demands progress. So ask yourself, are you just talking? Or are you really living it? If you're not bleeding for it, you don't want it. Now shut up. Go prove you do.
There's a war happening right now. Not outside, inside. Inside your head. You ever feel it? That whisper in the dark? That quiet voice inside your head saying, "This ain't you, bro." That voice doesn't lie. It knows every excuse you made. It knows every day you hit snooze, every mirror you avoided, every goal you gave up on, and it still believes in you more than you do. See, your comfort will always beg you to stay soft. But that voice drags you toward the pain, toward the truth, toward the version of you that was written on your soul before the world broke you. Most people drown it out. They let life sedate them. Likes, distractions, numb comfort. But you heard it. And even if you didn't want to listen, you knew. The answers are over there, in that dark corner, where no one claps, where no one sees. You say you want change, but when that alarm goes off, you roll over. You say you want discipline, but when it's time to suffer, you make excuses. You'll never change your life until you say, "I don't care how I feel, this gets done." You don't need a plan, you need a mirror. And you need to dominate the voice that's killing your potential. The voice that says you've done enough. You deserve this break. Start Monday. You're not like them. It's too late, it's too hard. Lies. That voice isn't your friend. That voice is the enemy. Real growth, it lives in the places you hate, in the workouts you don't want to do, in the skills you think you're too dumb to learn, in the reps you want to skip, in the fear you won't face. And when your mind says quit, you say, "Because you said that, we're going double today." You don't need a new plan. You need to stop negotiating with weakness. You don't need a new gym. You need to show up in the one you already paid for. You don't need a new life. You need to master the one you're in. Be the one. Not the 9, not the 80, not the 90 who spend their life wondering what could have been. Your alarm is your battlefield. Your mind is your opponent. Your standard is your sword. And discipline is how you win. Now go suffer and grow and suffer more until the weak voice dies and the warrior takes his place. This ain't you, bro. That's the line that saves lives. That's the voice that rips off the mask and dares you to become something more. So let me ask you, when you're gone, when it's all over, and God or the universe shows you that chart of who you could have been, will you recognize the man on that paper? Or will you look back and whisper, "Damn, I could have been him"? You don't need a hack. You don't need a hero. You need to start listening to that voice again. The one that tells you, "Get up, shut up, show up. This ain't who you were meant to be. You weren't born to break. You were born to become." That voice, it's not your enemy. It's the only part of you still fighting. So the next time it whispers, "This ain't you, bro," don't run. Follow it. People think motivation is enough. They say, "I'm not feeling it today." Let me tell you something. Motivation is a luxury, and you're in war mode.
You don't need motivation. You need a mission. You don't need inspiration. You need obsession. That's why when they ask, why are you so crazy? You tell them, I'm trying to be the best for you. Not because it's easy, not because it's fun, because this is who the hell I am. When you quit, your mind shuts down, the door closes, you live with regret. But when you say, no, I stay in this pain.
And the enemy isn't fear. It's not pain. It's not laziness. It's your own mind telling you, stop, slow down, stay comfortable. Most people, they fold right there. They hear that voice and they obey. They stop when it hurts. They back off when they're tired. They quit when it sucks, but not you. Because when you say, I'm not going anywhere, that's when your mind opens up. It expands. It grows. That's the 40% rule. Most people live at 40%. You keep going when your body says no. You take the pain, strap it down, and keep fucking moving. You already know what to do. You've known it for years. But comfort's got you by the throat. Every excuse, every lie you whisper to yourself, it's all the same trap. And then there's that voice, that other voice, the one that says, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Get off the couch, put down the phone, quit pretending. You think you need a mentor? You think you need a morning routine or some life hack? No, you need a war plan. You need a mirror. You need to hear yourself say out loud, I've become soft, lazy, undisciplined, and I'm the problem. That's where it begins. Because if you're waiting for a savior, someone to hold your hand, that person ain't coming. No one's bringing you discipline. No one's installing belief in your system. If you've ever been at rock bottom, wiping your own ass with shame, begging life to throw you a break, People will call you obsessed. They'll say you're extreme. They won't understand why you're at the gym after 13 hours of hell. Good. That means you're doing it right. Real greatness is remembering every shot you missed, every time you held back, and being haunted enough to never let that happen again. You're not training for today. You're training for when life punches you in the face. You're callousing your mind so when the 2 a.m. call comes, you don't fall apart. And if you're still waiting for motivation, stop. There are no hacks. There's no savior coming. There's just you, your pain, your fear, your choices, and your purpose. Oh, wake the hell up! There's no soft version of this. No shortcut. No pity. No reset button. It's you versus you. Every second. Every decision. Every day. And if you don't like that fire inside, nobody's going to do it for you. So shut off the noise. Kill the excuses. Get up. Disappear for 6 months. And make your demons choke on your discipline. You want the truth? Then sit down. Because this isn't a highlight reel. This is the raw footage. Unfiltered, uncomfortable, undeniable. You're gonna be unhappy sometimes. You're gonna feel lost, weak, screwed up. That's human. But the power starts the moment you say, who am I really? What do I actually want from this life? Why am I afraid to admit the truth? Until you're honest with yourself, you're faking progress. See, people love the planning phase because it's safe. But execution? That's where dreams die. That's where you meet failure. And most people quit there. Because that's when it gets real. You want to get better? You're gonna have to go to war with yourself. Over and over. Run when no one's watching. Lift when your soul is tired. Study when your brain is broken. Work when it's boring. And fight when your spirit says stop. Not once, every damn day. You don't get the dopamine from likes. You get it from doing the work in the dark. 2 a.m. runs, empty gyms, no applause, no validation. Just you in the mirror, fighting for belief. When that alarm hits at 4 a.m., your mind says, no, it's too early, it's too cold, you deserve to rest. That's the moment you say, this is what we do now. You override your feelings, because success doesn't care about your emotions. Discipline doesn't negotiate. The truth, you'll do 100 things you hate before you get one thing you love. That's the real price. And if you're not willing to pay it, you don't want it badly enough. Most people are targets. They show up to life unarmed. They're reactive, lazy, entitled. Out of 100, 10 shouldn't even be here. 80 are average. 9 do the real fighting. But only 1 becomes the warrior. And if you want to be that one, you have to live like no one else is willing to live.
Life is hard either way. Broke is hard. Success is hard. Choose your hard. Choose the pain of discipline over the pain of regret. You've got 2% energy, the urgency of the elite who move fast. Act now and don't wait for perfect. The fear of staying stuck, miserable, and unfulfilled should scare you more than any risk. Change is scary, sure. Things might get worse before they get better. But that's the lonely chapter every winner goes through. You're not alone in that struggle. You're just ahead of the pack. So go all in. Be selfish with your time, your energy, your dreams. Put your oxygen mask on first. Get strong. Stack your money. Crush your goals. In 5 years, you could be unrecognizable, living a life others can't even dream of. If you want it bad enough, you'll fight for it, day and night, through sweat, fear, and opposition. Develop the quality of being unstoppable. When life falls apart, when the rent's late, when everyone's against you, stand up and say, "Nothing will stop me." Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting despite it. Start today, take one step, then another. Don't wait for permission or the right moment. Go after your dreams with every bit of strength, faith, and grit you've got. Disappear, rebuild, and come back to show the world what's possible. You're not here to just exist. You're here to win. Let's go. Let me tell you the truth that nobody wants to admit. Discipline is doing what you hate like you love it. You think I run at 4 a.m. because I want to? No! I run because I know my competition isn't. And every time I lace up before the sun rises, I win a war before they even wake up. Go dark, go silent, go savage. Disengage from comfort, disconnect from the crowd. This is not a self-improvement phase. This is a rebuild from the ashes phase. No more announcement posts, no more watch me tweets. Lock in, work, and reemerge so dominant the world will ask, "Where the hell have you been?" They won't understand you. They'll say he's changed, and you'll smile, because that's the point. They don't see the problem because they've accepted mediocrity as their home. But you saw the truth. You saw your potential rotting and you decided, enough! 3 truths will change your life. You must be disgusted with where you are. You must demand more from yourself and your circle. You must work like your life depends on it, because it does. No one is coming to save you. This is your responsibility, your burden, your war. Every challenge, every negative comment, every doubt, let them fuel you. Turn haters' words into productive action. When they gossip, you work. When they talk smack, you work harder. Your attitude determines your altitude. So check your ego and get to work. You know better, so do better. Stop blaming others, your boss, your friends, your circumstances. It's on you. Take a hard look at where you're slacking. Make a firm commitment to fix it, and stick to it long after the initial excitement fades. Inky Johnson said it best. Commitment means staying true to what you said you'd do, even when the mood is gone. A year from now, you'll be laughing at where you left everyone else behind. Yo, listen up. You've got one life, one shot to build something real, something you're proud of. Don't waste it playing it safe, settling for a life you'll regret on your final day. The thought of looking back and realizing you threw away your potential, that's haunting. Disappear for 6 months. Not from the world, from distraction. No more half-stepping. No more talk. Lock in. Go ghost mode. Let your silence speak louder than your status updates ever could. Because what you're about to do isn't normal. You're about to reinvent everything. 6 months of war with yourself. No more waiting for the right time. No more excuses about your past, your people, your paycheck. Take a step back, audit the mess, and attack it piece by piece. Every weakness exposed, every habit confronted, every excuse executed. The world will tell you it's too hard, that your dreams are too big. That's noise. Tune it out. Success is simple. It's about consistency, urgency, and relentless action. While others are partying, sleeping, or binging junk food, you're working. While they're taking days off, you're putting one foot in front of the other every single day. Your competition, they ain't cut like you. They're not ready for prime time. They'll fall off. But you're built different. Lock in. Go ghost mode. Silence your phone. Cut the distractions. Wake up early. Eat clean. Hone your craft. Meditate. Build yourself from scratch in the quiet of your own mind. Then come back and show the world what you're made of. This grind, it's not to break you. It's to build you. Go through that fire and you'll come out cold, sharp, unshakable. Stop being soft. Every step forward while you're tired, broke, and doubted is exactly what separates you from the rest. This isn't about bursts of greatness. It's about consistency. One foot, then the next, every single day. Your competition, they fall off. But you're still moving. That's what makes a killer. Face every problem. Line them up. Knock them down. Let adversity raise you, not ruin you. Let your struggle become the thing that built you. And one day, you'll look those battles in the eye and say, "Thank you. You made me stronger." Risk looking like a fool. Risk failing in front of the world. Because if you risk nothing, you become nothing. The greatest hazard in life is playing it safe. There's a war inside you, between laziness and discipline, between fear and faith, between short-term pleasure and long-term greatness. Choose discipline, choose faith, choose legacy. Everyone gets the same 24 hours. What you do with them defines you. 1 hour of execution can change your week. 1 week of consistency can change your month. 1 year of obsession can change your life. Don't cry to quit. Cry to keep going. You're already in pain. Get something from it. Don't sleep until you succeed. I've never met anyone who made it without sweat, without pain, without sacrifice, without fighting through darkness and doubt. So stand up, stand tall, and say, "I will win." Say it again, louder. I will win, because you've already suffered. Now it's time to collect your reward. No more excuses. No more waiting. No more backing down. Don't stop until you win.
You're not tired. You're undisciplined. You're not burned out. You're underworked. You're not lost. You're distracted. You say you're tired. You're tired because your energy is feeding your nightmares. Feed your dreams instead. You want a lot? Then go through a lot. You can't ask for something big and expect it to come easy. At what point will you wake up and admit it? You're not grinding hard enough. You're not giving all you've got. You're not in pain. You're in excuses. You have no control over your mind. You're a slave to every impulse, every distraction. But you weren't built for that. You were built for greatness. When you want to win, bad, you become obsessed. And suddenly, the world doesn't get you anymore. That's good. You're not here to be understood. You're here to be unstoppable. Don't fear failure. Fear regret. Let the fear of being average wake you up. Let the pain of wasting time fuel your grind. You're not happy. You're a slave to impulses, avoiding the life you're meant for. You've achieved 10% of what you're capable of. When will you stop wasting your potential?
The reason I'm gonna win in life is because I'm willing to have nothing right now. While most people can't live without something in the moment, I'm not most people, and you don't have to be either. I'm willing to have nothing today for everything tomorrow. That's the difference. Most people settle for instant gratification. Winners refuse crumbs when they know a feast is coming. The best relationships, health, and careers, those people unshakably refuse to accept less. The biggest lie you've been told is, it's not that simple. That lie is designed to make you give up, to keep you small. But the truth, it is that simple. Success starts with a decision, a commitment to breathe, eat, and sleep your dream. You've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. When you do, the world is yours. You possess a power, an energy, capable of anything. That dream lifestyle, that freedom, that fulfillment, it's waiting for you. But first, you must win the battle within. Choose discipline, loyalty, and faith over temptation, instant gratification, and doubt. Master your mind, master your life. You don't need to chase, you need to align. You don't need to hope, you need to believe. You don't need to wish, you need to decide. This isn't magic, it's mechanics. Your mind is the control center. Your vibration is the signal, and your reality is the printout of your most dominant thoughts. So what's the decision? Do you decide to struggle, or do you decide to shift? Do you decide to stay stuck, or evolve? Poverty is not noble. Struggle is not destiny. You were born to build, to create, to thrive. If you're behind on your bills, good. Pick up the phone, start building. If no one believes in you, good. Prove them wrong. If you feel poor, broken, and defeated, then choose wealth, choose belief, choose growth, because no one's coming to save you. You're the miracle you've been waiting for. So make the decision. Think big, grow rich, become. Success is an inside job. Don't ask, what am I getting? Ask, what am I becoming? Because success is not something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become. You want wealth? Then become the kind of person who deserves it. Disciplined, focused, relentless, kind, courageous. You must outgrow who you are today, because your new life will cost you your old one. No more victimhood, no more excuses. That version of you doesn't get to come along for this ride. The world will try to distract you, but your future will try to pull you. Listen to that pull. It's not about the $1 million. It's about the $1 million mindset. You're not meant to live in lack. You were born with a creative mind and the power to direct it. That's your gift. Imagination is everything. It's not child's play. It's God showing you a preview of life's coming attractions. If you see it in your mind, it's possible. The question is, do you believe it? It is impossible to think an impossible thought. Steve Harvey. If it came to your mind, it's yours to claim. But belief must come before achievement.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to share a truth that has transformed countless lives. You become what you think about most of the time. Your thoughts, your beliefs, and your words are the architects of your future. You are a magnet. If you radiate positivity, you attract positivity. If you dwell on negativity, you draw more of it. Choose to shine, because your deepest fear isn't failure, it's the power within you. As Marianne Williamson reminds us, our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. When you let your light shine, you inspire others to do the same. So, stop playing small. You were born to stand out, to create, to achieve greatness. When you feel that whisper in your soul, calling you to something higher, that's not fantasy. That's your future breaking through. But most people around you, they'll beg you to stay small. Not because you can't grow, but because they won't. So let me ask you, are you willing to be uncomfortable? I scrubbed toilets, met millionaires. They all said the same thing. If you want the life, you've got to pay the price. Not in money, in discipline, in pain, in sacrifice. Your new life will cost you your old one. No more scrolling, no more excuses. You weren't born to watch. You were built to win. There is no rope. You are the rope. No one's coming. You're the savior. Why not you? Why not be the one who breaks the cycle, builds wealth, rewrites history? You're not afraid to fail. You're afraid of your power, of becoming the person no one saw coming. But I see it. And when your why gets louder than your excuses, you become unstoppable. Discipline is the truth. Motivation is a ghost. Do it tired. Do it sore. Do it angry. Because greatness isn't in comfort. It's in sweat, in silence, in suffering. Get up. Push. Repeat. No one gave this to me. I earned it. So don't wait. Don't beg. Decide. And rise like a damn savage. And when your body begs you to quit, tell it. My mind is the boss now. Emotional maturity is doing hard things 1,000 times, not once with motivation, because the world doesn't care how you feel. Rain, pain, setbacks, chaos, you still do what needs to be done. You're not going to find your purpose sitting on the couch. You want to grow? Get up, push, repeat, every day. No one gave this to me. I earned it. Alone in the gym, alone in the mirror, alone in my mind, and no one's taking it from me. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for breaks. Start breaking limits. When your body says quit, tell it. My mind is the boss now. You gotta walk through hell and come out smarter, harder, faster, more focused. And if nobody else believes in you, I do. Because you were built for greatness. You were born to break the mold. The world ends when you die. Until then, stand, fight, and give back every ounce of pain that life has given you. Your feelings are irrelevant. Your duty is absolute. The revolution starts now, and it starts with you. Rise. What if you can make it? What if you can be the one? What if you can be the miracle nobody saw coming?
Why not be the one who breaks the cycle? Why not be the one who creates generational wealth? Why not be the one who changes history?
People ask, why me? I say, why not you? You're not scared of failing. You're scared of succeeding. You're scared that you are enough, that you do deserve it, that you can be great. But I'm here to tell you, you were built for greatness. You were born to break the mold. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's not a warning. That's a promise.
Obstacles aren't roadblocks. They're gifts. They forge what comfort never could. Failure isn't your enemy. It's tuition for the University of Greatness.
Feel that fire in your gut? That restlessness? That voice screaming, there's more for you? That's not anxiety. That's your destiny calling.
But here's the brutal truth. Your new life will cost you your old one.
You
You want freedom? It costs comfort. You want success? It costs excuses. You want power? It costs weakness. There is no upgrade without sacrifice. The lie you've been sold. They told you, take it easy, play it safe, don't rock the boat. But the rich, the strong, the free, they know the truth. If you want the life, you gotta pay the price. And the price isn't just money. It's sweat, solitude, and sleepless nights. It's looking in the mirror and saying, I refuse to die average.
Listen carefully. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's not a warning, that's a promise. Obstacles aren't roadblocks. They're gifts. They forge what comfort never could. Failure isn't your enemy. It's tuition for the University of Greatness. Every time you pay that price, you graduate to a higher level. The hard way isn't just one option. It's the only way. Easy roads lead to dead ends, but the difficult path leads to destinations that most people never even dare to dream about.
Your mind, the ultimate weapon. Here's the sequence that will either make you or break you. Thoughts become actions. Actions become behaviors. Behaviors become your destiny. Control your mind and you control your life. Let your emotions dictate your motion. And you've already lost the war before the first battle. When you're stressed and overwhelmed, here's your weapon. Take a double inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs completely, then sneak in more air. Now exhale long and slow through your mouth until empty. Instant calm, no meditation app needed. This is your physiological reset button. Let me tell you something about motivation. It's a liar. It shows up when you feel good, when the sun is shining, when everything's going your way. But where is motivation at 5 a.m. when your body aches? Where is it when the storm hits and the world seems against you? Motivation is a fair weather friend, discipline. Discipline is the soldier that fights in the mud, blood, and rain. Discipline is showing up when every cell in your body screams quit. Discipline is doing what you hate like you love it. The Spartans didn't have depression, they had discipline. Our ancestors didn't have anxiety, they had action. Modern weakness is the byproduct of comfort. Technology made us soft, but you don't have to stay that way. Stand and fight. Fear, that's a decision. Doubt, just noise. Disbelief, a prison you built with your own hands. Free your mind. Mood is irrelevant. Duty is absolute. You think warriors check their feelings before the fight? Hell no. They show up, bleeding, broken, exhausted, because the mission demands it. Fuck your feelings. Knees hurt? Wake up tired? Not your body's choice, it's your call. Anger? That's fuel. Burns you faster than it burns your enemy. Stay cold. Stay focused. Control the fight, or be controlled. The art of dying before you die. You want to conquer fear? Become fear. You want to master life? Learn to die to comfort, to excuses, to weakness. The Spartans didn't have therapy. They had discipline. The Stone Age didn't have anxiety. It had survival. We weren't born soft. We were made soft. Technology numbed us. Luxury dulled us. But the fight, it never left. Your mind is the battlefield. Thoughts, actions, behaviors, destiny. Win the war up top, and the rest bends to your will. Violence is real. Pain is real. But weakness, that's optional. The storm will change you. When you walk through hell, you don't come out the same. You come out forged. Obstacles, gifts. Failure, tuition. The hard way is the only way. Easy roads go nowhere. Stressed, breathe like a warrior. Double inhale through your nose. Long exhale through your mouth. Calm is a weapon. No app needed. Only will. Become more than a man. Become the mission. You fear your own greatness. You bury it under laziness, distraction, shame. But it's there, boiling, waiting. The sleeper must awaken. Discipline is truth. Motivation is a lie. Talent without discipline, wasted. Desire without work, delusion. Discipline is doing what you hate like you love it. Not because it's easy, because it's necessary. Life itself is but what we deem it. Things happen. Tragedy, disappointment, pain. But they are not what change you. What changes you is the story you tell yourself about what it means. An angry mind is a narrow mind, and in combat, a narrow mind is a dead one. Don't fight with rage, Fight with clarity. Don't be the storm. Control it. Fear is a mile wide and an inch deep. It looks like an ocean until you take the first step, and then you realize you don't drown, you rise. You will fall, you will fail, but failure is not the fire. Struggle is, and from struggle, you forge the steel you need. The whole universe is change. Your job? To control yourself, not the world. Control your emotions, or be ruled by them. You want peace? Then master stillness. You want strength? Then master your reaction when chaos strikes. The world doesn't stop for you, but you can pause and command yourself. They think I hide in the shadows, but I am the shadows. Become what you fear. Face it. Own it. Be it. You fear your power? You fear your own anger? Your own greatness? Good. That means you're looking at the truth. You want the easy road? That's not where meaning lives. Meaning lives in the complicated path. The one full of failure. The one no one wants to walk. That is the road of kings. That is the way of the warrior. The harder I work, the luckier I get. No one's coming to save you. No one owes you greatness. You drag yourself through, step by step, rep by rep. You move. You will fall again. You will hurt again. But next time, you'll say, not today.